Hi guys, this is Alex, your boy King Jaff. You know how to do it, bring you the trending stories. And I have a very trending and interesting story right here to deliver it to you. Listen to this story. This life ain't not balanced, so I tell you, bro, like this life is not balanced at all. You see the man on the screen, right? The man right there on the screen. Let me give you the details of the story. So, bushmeat lands Ghanaian man in prison. How? What happened? Let me give you the details. After he was convicted by the Nkroful District Court for illegally hunting protected wildlife within the Ankasa Forest Reserve. So this man has been found guilty for, or let's say has been convicted of hunting in Ankasa Forest Reserve. If you look at the picture, you can see that there are some I think Charlie the meat in Ankasa no. It's not like he has grilled the meat. As you can see the meat right there in front of him. The meat is ready to be eaten. Like a bang. I didn't know he just wants his banku or gari or some kinky to just chop with it. So I don't know what happened to this man. I don't know whether he really knew that that forest was reserved or he did not know. Or maybe he knew but he didn't know that that portion or that very place that he was hunting was part of the Ankasa Forest Reserve. But unfortunately for him, he was arrested and then convicted for illegally hunting a protected wildlife within the Ankasa Forest Reserve. As you can see, the meat looks like, you can't even tell. From the beginning, I feel like it's some bat, or I can't tell because the meat is like is well grilled. You can't tell if it's, but I can see something like bat, something like that. But it looks like more than bat. It looks like some sort of like a dog, something like that. But I don't think it'll be a dog in the forest. But the way it looks like a kind of the way the dog is, yes. And then I don't think that I don't think he knew that he would ever get caught. So guys, let's move forward with the story. So the court found the offender guilty of unlawful entry into the protected forest reserve, engaging in illegal hunting activities contrary to Ghana's wildlife and forestry regulations, and sentenced him. Listen, before I continue on them, there are laws in Ghana. There are laws in Ghana. Me say, you never know said these laws even existed in Ghana. I said there are laws in Ghana unless you get into trouble before you realize there are laws in Ghana. I guess he never knew, and finally it has caught up with him. So he was here. So they sentenced him to 3 years imprisonment. You know what? When I heard the 3 years in prison, I was like, what the heck? How can you sentence this man to 3 years imprisonment? What happened to Agrada? Agrada, she was charged with several counts. Oh. They give her 15 years. Don't know what happened. Appeal. Don't know what went behind the appeal, what went front of the appeal, side of the appeal. We don't know what happened. From 15 years to 1 year. And Agrada is not a first offender. When you're a first offender, then you go to court. This is your first time committing crime. Your lawyer can, debate on that stance that you're a first offender. So therefore, the law should pardon you on certain things, whereby your charges or your sentence can be reduced. So that's one. So Agrada was not a first offender. Never was she a first offender. She has been reported on several counts. Even though that she was even sentenced to 15 years in prison, she was still going to court for another charges, for another convictions with one Pastor B. So let's say, how come they couldn't have mercy on this man? Why? Because he's poor, he doesn't have money. It just doesn't make sense, to be honest. It just doesn't make sense. Why would you give him 3 years? Why not give him like a year or even a month, let's say 6 months, or maybe find him some job to do in the forest so that at least he can contribute to preserving the forest the more. But matching him more than 3 years. Why? Because he doesn't have anybody to defend him or talk on his behalf. This is unfair, guys. I want to hear from you. Is this unfair or this is fair? I mean, to my opinion, I think this is unfair, to be honest, because we didn't quite assume. How can you tell me this story? Like how? How, bro? Like how? So, guys, this is the trendy story that I have for you. In fact, I really appreciate it so much if I get to hear your opinion of this story, because it just doesn't make. Someone will even ask, I don't even know that they even have rules and regulation for this forestry regulation thing. Some people don't even know. And which forests are they even preserving? So, guys, this is our Let's Talk Boy Kenja. Follow us for more trending stories coming your way. There's a lot of stories going on out there. US and Iran, Chalu, it's just so crazy. I know, right? So kindly subscribe to our channel, like, comment, and share too as well. So I want the way we do it on our social media handles as Kenja Studios. See you in my next update.